Before setting your heart on studying at Oxford or Harvard, you need to make sure that that's the kind of place where you're going to have a positive experience. Those kinds of top universities are intellectually stimulating and challenging, but are they really the right environment for you? To answer that question, you need to know yourself. To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom, said Socrates. Wise man, old Socrates. In this video, we're going to help you delve into yourself to answer the question, should I apply to one of the world's elite universities? I am a graduate of Oxford University, and I'm also a teacher and a tutor to many students who have applied for and successfully gained admission into some of the world's elite universities. And I'm here today to help you make the right decision. Now, I've worked with far too many students who just love the idea of studying at Yale or Cambridge, and who wouldn't? Having one of the world's top universities on your CV is a fantastic thing, right? But those kudos junkies just haven't really thought it through properly. How do you know you're going to have a great experience once you get there? After all, every year, many students start at one of the world's elite institutions and hate it. Some of them drop out. A few of them develop depression, and many of them soldier on, silently suffering. You don't want to be in any of those categories. So have a little think first. It's really quite easy to work out if you're the kind of person who would enjoy being in one of these places. How do you answer these questions? Are you the kind of person who hears about something new, either at school or from a conversation or when you're reading a book or when you're watching a video, and you're just dying to go and find out more about it as soon as possible? Are your favourite questions why and how? And you want to just get right into it and start reading and listening to things and watching a documentary and finding out more? And then, do you have the personal drive to actually go away and do those things? You read that book, you watch a documentary, and you do find out more. And do you have the discipline to carry to some kind of conclusion this intellectual journey that you've begun, either by learning and knowing more about the topic at hand, or by making some kind of more tangible outcome, such as a new gadget that you've built as a result of your investigations? If so, then applying to one of these elite universities could be the right thing for you, because those are the kinds of institutions that prize more than anything else intellectual curiosity and the desire, the drive and the discipline to constantly learn more. On the other hand, you might be somebody who gets pretty good grades at school, you're confident in your academic abilities, and you've worked very hard to keep on getting good grades. But really, you would rather not delve into academic pursuits outside of the classroom and your homework. You might say, if it's not on the curriculum, why do I need to learn about it? And at the end of the day, you'd rather relax in different ways. Some entertainment on the screen, a conversation with your friends, or perhaps doing some sports. If that sounds more like you, then I recommend that you don't apply to universities like Yale, Princeton, Oxford, Harvard, Cambridge. You should certainly go to top universities, but not these elite institutions, because those are the kinds of places where you're going to have tutors and peers around you who are constantly talking about the new academic things they're discovering. And if you're not into that, then you could get bored, or worse, you could become miserable. So that's it. Know yourself. Are you stimulated by going deeper into intellectual pursuits? Or are you happy to get good grades and then at the end of the day do something else? If you're the former, start preparing your journey towards entry into an elite institution. And if you're the latter, aim elsewhere. If you've decided that you've got the kind of commitment and hunger to learn that marks you out as a potential contender, great. Now, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you're thinking about in the comments. Then we'll move on to our first tips about what you should do right from the start to boost your chances of getting to the top. These are the kinds of things you should start thinking about and doing as soon as you've decided that you want to begin your journey to the world's elite universities. So watch the next videos and get planning.